Hi, Tim Horschler. We're going to put together your Prelude. Make sure you read the written instructions. That's the key here. The video is just going to show you some of the high points. Okay, what we're going to do is attach the wheel posts to the bench or table here. There are holes here at the bottom of these posts. They can face towards the flyer or away from the flyer. Makes no difference. Just have them both the same way, and you're going to be using this type of hardware with a barrel nut here. Barrel nut goes in the hole, the long parts and the washers go underneath, and make this connection just snug at this point, because we're going to do some final adjustments next. Now is use a straight edge, something like this, and we want to place it into the slots where the wheel axles are going to go at the top of the wheel posts here. And we want to rotate both of these posts until the back part of the straight edge is flat against the back part of the top of these posts. And once they're flat, then you need to, go underneath and tighten up these with your Allen wrench. Very firm. You're done with this. There's no reason that you'll be moving these in the future, so make this connection very tight. Okay, we're going to be putting on the legs next, and this is your front leg assembly. Right and a left leg here in the front and a treadle in between. You'll notice they have a little bit of an angle to them. That's how they're going to be going into the bottom of the bench on the wheel. There's a shorter right leg and a longer front legs, and they have little holes down here. And then you have your back leg. So get this ready, and we're going to take it over to the bench and put it on. Okay, we're going to fit these legs in here now, and this is how I do it. You might want to try some other way, a second person sometime. Get those up in there. The back leg just simply goes straight up, and you've got it. You want to make sure that those are secure, so use a mallet. Push them in here if you need be, and then glue these. We suggest that. A little glue will probably allow you to take those legs out if there's some reason to do that in the future. A lot of glue probably means that they're in there full time, and that should not be a problem either. I'm going to take the drive band and put it between the wheel posts so we have it in place for future use here. Okay, we're going to do the wheel next. You've got a washer here on this end of the axle plus a brass bushing. Place that on the axle, and then the wheel goes between the posts with the, don't do that. You want to put that axle away from you, away from the front of the wheel. Get it in there and push it down into those slots as needed, and then two pegs here from either side. You can secure these to the post. That secures the wheel to the post as well. Okay, this is your mother of all, partially assembled. Your maiden posts are in here. Your adjusting screw for the tensioning of the drive band. Your brake band is set up here. You've got two eye screws back over here, and your brake band is on. We're just going to pull ours off here for a second. This goes into the back of the wheel here, and there are two slots up here. This allows you to put your mother of all in and move it left and right to align it. And you just need to put it down in there, and it's held in place with a washer and a wing nut. Now we're going to do your footman. You've got your leather tied down here, and I like to put a square knot right at the bottom of it. Your top opens up here. You just slide it on that brass bushing up here. It's held firmly with this wood screw up here, and then you need to tie your footman here at the treadle. And I suggest that you check out one of our other Tim Talks videos where I describe to you the best way to tie a footman so it's in there tight. You want it snug down here, but no wood-to-wood contact. That square nut, leather nut that we tied here is what's going to hold that in place. Now we're going to put our flyer on. It's got a bobbin on it here now, and what I'm going to do is put the drive band around the pulleys back over here. Put the big end, the orifice, into this leather. Snap it into position, and I'm going to come over here And we're going to put that drive band around the wheel. Getting close here. This is your bobbin rack. It's going to be going right here in front, down through the hole here. And you can get that down in there and hold it with a washer and a wing nut, and you can keep that out of the way for the time being. We've got the mother of all on. We got a bobbin on our flyer. We got the brake band over the top of the flyer. We've got our eye hooks over here on the base of the mother of all, and we've opened them a bit. We've got a thumb peg back here for adjusting the tension on the brake band. We've got this threaded thumb screw to rotate or change the cant of this mother of all to set the tension on the drive band. We've got our legs in here. The treadle is working. We're tied good over here. 2 pegs here at the post holding in the axle, and you've put one brass bushing on one end, this side closest to the spinner. The other brass bushing was pre-installed, and you've got your lazy Kate over here. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the tensioning of the drive band. We do have a separate video on it, and we do have separate videos on just general wheel maintenance and keeping them tuned up. But you set the tension on a single drive wheel with an elastic drive band by putting the drive band on the smallest pulley here on the front of the flyer. And you just need enough tension so that when the wheel rotates, the flyer rotates. Any additional tension is not necessary, and to a certain degree it might be detrimental. It'll cause the treadling to be more difficult. But we set that tension there, and now if we want to move it up to the largest pulley, we do not readjust. Simply move it and it'll actually treadle easier because of the larger pulley here. You've got your written instructions. You've got these here online. It should be straightforward. And now you can get some yarn, attach a leader over here, and you're ready to go. Obviously, watch this as many times as you want. Check those other videos I mentioned in terms of how to tension things and maintenance of your spinning wheel. You will want to lubricate this wheel right away. Your leather bearings up here, we suggest that you dip those into a small cup of oil. 30 weight oil is fine, and get them saturated. They'll turn dark brown. And then you need to oil here at the bushings here on the wheel. You can put a drop of oil here where the footman engages the crank, and then over here on the flyer, keep these leathers saturated, and at the front and the back of the spindle where the bobbin rotates, you want to lubricate that, and we provide you with a nice needle nose applicator, and you should be ready to go. Keep these leathers back here parallel with one another, and that'll make sure that your flyer stays in place. I can't think of anything else. Hopefully this didn't take you more than 30 minutes. We appreciate you looking at it and purchasing a Kromski Prelude. Check back in the future for other videos we offer here on the Kromski products. Thanks a lot. This is Tim Horschler for Tim Talks.